Hi everyone, Andrew here from ABELI Reviews, and today we are checking out Mars. First of all, we're in our solar system, which is just so gosh darn cool. The only way you can join and find our solar system in Elite Dangerous, just for a little housekeeping, if you haven't seen these videos yet, this is your first time, you need to rank up with the superpowers, because our solar system is controlled by the Federation. Federation is sort of like the first one, and then the Empire and Alliance kind of came later. But essentially, you need to rank up as a petty officer in the Federation. How you do that is you just take missions by any sort of faction that is represented by the Federation. You can see their icon there. Find missions by them, you're set, you're good to go. Get to petty officer, and when you do that, you're given a soul system permit. It doesn't take very long. I was able to do it in about a handful of play sessions, and they were fun because I got to hunt down pirates. There, now we got that out of the way. We're heading to Mars today. We're going to give a little orbit around Mars and see what it looks like in Elite Dangerous. While we do that, while we wait, I will tell you a little bit about Mars. So, Mars is the fourth planet and the furthest terrestrial planet from the Sun. The reddish color of its surface is due to finely grained iron oxide in the soil, giving it the nickname the Red Planet. Mars has a radius, is the second smallest among the planets in the solar system at 3,389.5 kilometers or 2,106 miles. The Martian dichotomy is visible on the surface. On average, the terrain on Mars' northern hemisphere is flatter and lower than its southern hemisphere. Mars has a thin atmosphere made primarily of carbon dioxide and two irregularly shaped natural satellites. Those are called moons, Phobos and Deimos. Hopefully we can check those out later in another video. Now, if I'm not mistaken, though, if I remember my Elite Dangerous lore, Mars in Elite Dangerous has been terraformed, so it will not be red. It will probably be green with plants and water and such, because it actually is the new capital of the Federation. They left Earth at some point in the Elite Dangerous history, and eventually colonized Mars, which is kind of cool. And as we get closer, I think I'm right about that, because we can see that Mars is not all red. There is actually quite a bit of green, red, and blue. A lot of water for a planet that, well, doesn't have any in our time. But it looks really cool. So let's get a good orbit around Mars. I love that they still kept some of its red just to keep it looking cool. And I'm going to switch views so we can see a little bit more. Oh yeah. I actually think they gave Mars a cooler look than they gave Earth, which is weird, but totally their choice. I'm digging it. I'm digging the look. I like that red and green. It kind of gives it this like it's been rusted sort of vibe. I like it. We'll sort of circle Mars a little bit. Super, super cool. Wow. So those archipelagos down there would be really neat to live in, right? Because you have like your own little private personal lakes. But those are massive, because we can see them from space, those size. So there's just like little clusters where there's probably lovely beachfront property all over the place on Mars. Oh, and then we have what I'm assuming are pockets of civilization. Those are lights. They're really scattered. They've done a nice job of not concentrating everybody in one spot. Really cool. Really cool. And now we're getting to the dark side of Mars. But of course, because it's been terraformed and the Federation has their capital here, we can see the lights are still on. Love it. Love the detail. One thing that I'll be curious about, we'll definitely do this in a different videos, which bodies in our solar system, which planets, which moons, are we able to land on and walk around? So we'll definitely make another video where we do that and we figure out which ones we can. But right now I just wanted to orbit and just kind of check out, do a little scouting of our own solar system, right? And part of me wishes we almost could have started here, right? Started at Earth and then took our journey further away. But I also think it's really cool that they incorporated our solar system, Earth, Mars, all that stuff, and kind of made it this sort of little gem that you have to try to unlock to get to. I think that's a nice touch. It's definitely it was a choice, and you know what? I think I'm okay with it, but it definitely was a little bit of a bummer at first when I played this game, and I'm like, I don't know the names of any of these places, but I sure know where our sun is, and I want to visit Earth. So that kind of, you know, just a different choice, but I'm really glad to be here now. And I hope you're enjoying this kind of content too. If there's anywhere else in our solar system that I've missed that you haven't seen yet, please put it in the comments. I'm kind of just picking them as I go, as they show up. But if there's anywhere else you'd love to see, let me know. Otherwise, I'll just continue on my merry way, hopefully, you know, filling in the gaps for us. Oh, here we go. We're coming across. Let's angle our camera a bit. Love to see all of this. Wow. Super cool. Tell you what, I'm going to go ahead and leave you here. We'll do one final orbit. When we get to the dark side, I'll end the video. But from there, thank you so much for stopping by. I hope you have enjoyed these videos, and these have just been really cool. I've enjoyed making them, or at least finding these things. But if you have any questions, comments, concerns, any of that good stuff, please reach out, and I'll be happy to answer them, respond to them, do all the cool stuff. Otherwise, thank you so much for stopping by, and we'll see you in the next one. Take care.